Bond of Bravery did not reach top play in BT6, but do you think it has a shot in future that is upon us soon? Let's look closely on this deck and the cards that makes this awesome deck. Okay, here is the deck. Take a screenshot to save it for future use, because I think this will be a fun one. This is a theory, an idea of how the Bond of Bravery deck could play out. This deck seems fun and I can't wait to get a hold of these new LM set and BT17 cards. Let's look at the card more closely. First we play 5 eggs, one of BT9 Cormon, where it has the inherit effect giving 1000 DP to Agumon or Greymon in the name. This will come in handy and synergizes very well with the BT17 Greymon, but we are here to remove some securities, and this BT14 Cormon, I draw one when a card is removed from the security stack. I like the draw engine in this, but needs to be tested to see if other Cormons are better. Next, for the rookies, we have a lot of Agumons to go through. First, 4 of BT6 Agumon with the effect once per turn. When I play tie, I gain 1 memory. Then it has an inherit. While this Digimon is Agumon Bond of Bravery, it gains security attack +1. One thing you wonder that will it consider the Ace Bond of Bravery, because the card do not state Bond of Bravery in name. Is the Ace part of the name? Do not know. Maybe you could share your expertise in the comment section below. Then we have 4 of BT12 Agumon that searches for Greymon and Tamer. It has an inherit ability that gives Greymon 1k DP. This inherit effect will synergize really good with the new BT17 Greymon that is releasing. I think you need searchers if you really are in need for Tamers or Greymon, depending on the board state. The way out of this deck is not only the Bond of Bravery. If you are really stuck, you could go the traditional route with the levels, meaning you could evolve from 3, 4, 5 to 6 to 7. We are also playing 2 of Promo Agumon that has an ability. If I have a Tamer in play, I can delete one of opponent's Digimon that is 3k or less. This is good for removing low levels like Ukumon or some memory blockers. Last but not least, one of the Agumons, we have 4 of BT14. It has a very cool ability. If you have a Tamer tie out in play, this Digimon can evolve into Greymon without paying the cost. This is awesome. If the opponent do not remove this, you could evolve this to the new BT17 Greymon and potentially delete opponent's level 5 Digimon. I will talk more about this Greymon card, but for now I can also Digivolve this into a security attack +1 Greymon and do some damage to the security. I think this Gumon is great addition to the deck. Let's go over the level 4 champions. First off, we have 3 of Promo Greymon that has been reprinted in the Resurgence set. It has an ability. If you have an Agumon in sources, it gains security attack +1. I think this is just a great to include in the deck because it could go for really early chip-in damage. Next we have the BT17 Greymon that I have been talking about. The new one, which I think will be a staple in the future decks. This one has a lot of abilities. First, it can evolve on Agumon for 2 costs instead of 3. Then, when evolving, if this Digimon's name is Cormon, it gains 3000 DP for a turn, then deletes one of opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. And it does not end there. All turns, this Digimon has all the names of the level 3 or lower cards in Digivolution cards. This just means that this is Agumon and it's also Coromon, so it gains the 3000 DP when evolving. This is huge. You could also evolve the Bond of Bravery on top of this, as it is Agumon also. Next, the deletion effect it has. So you may play one tamer card with Taikamiya or Karikamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost, or hatch in the breeding area. And this effect is the same for the inherit effect. Playing out tamer for free or hatching in the breeding area is great. You have options depending on the board state. You can play accordingly. Then we have 3 of level 5 BT14 Metal Greymon Ace. To make our deck a little diverse, Metal Greymon evolves on top of Greymon for 3 costs. This is a blast evolution, and when evolving, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. This card comes in great if you want to surprise your opponent and delete something. It's also great that you can do this on the opponent's turn, this being an ace card. Now we are up to our megas, our boss monsters. We play up to 2 of BT14 Greymon, level 6s. It can evolve on top of level 5 Greymon in the name for cost 4. Then it has a little bond of bravery effect of warp evolve into this from Agumon. While you have a tamer in play with Taikamiya in its name, you and your opponent has a Digimon with 10,000 DP or more. One of your Agumon may digivolve into this for 4 costs. Also, when evolving, this Digimon gains raid for a turn and it may attack. I wonder if that works like Blitz. This also has a when attacking effect. If you have a tamer in play, this Digimon gets security attack +1 and piercing. This deck really focusing on warping into your boss monsters and finish off your opponent really fast. Off to our boss monsters, level 7. We have the OG Bond of Bravery from BT6 that we are playing 4 of. It evolves for 3 and we are usually warping from Agumon. New addition to this is the BT17 Greymon that can warp into this because it counts as a Agumon if it has Agumon in sources. This has a when attacking effect. If you have a tamer, delete one of your opponent Digimon with 13,000 DP or less. That is most of level 6s or lower Digimons. Then it also has your turn effect. When opponent Digimon is deleted, trash the top card of their security. So essentially your when attacking effect synergizes really well with this. So when you attack and you delete something, you can trash opponent's security. Our second newest addition to the deck is this Bond of Bravery 8 that we are running 4 of. And it has a effect when Digivolve while you have 2 of your security, you can evolve from Agumon at cost of 3. Then it has counter blast Digivolve, which you can Digivolve on the opponent's turn. And it has on play when Digivolving effect, delete any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to equal or less to this Digimon's DP. This is pretty much can take down Digimon level 6 or lower. Then if you have Agumon that boosts your DP, you can potentially also delete a level 7. Then also has a when attacking effect, once per turn if you have a tamer in play, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. With this you don't need to delete anything to trash the security, you just need to attack and it is done. When the LM cards come out in the English format is unclear. If some of you have an idea, please share in the comments. Next we play tamers, of course. This 3 of BT1 Taikamiya is just for memory setting. In this deck you won't see many instances where you get 4 or more sources. Right now I'm thinking cutting this to 2 instead of 3 and adding another tamer or Agumon or Ukamon. I have been considering but not figured that out yet. Then to evolve our Agumons to Bond of Bravery, we play 4 of this BT6 Taikamiya. When a Greymon or Agumon moves out from breeding area, I gain 1 memory and draw a card. Also on main phase I can evolve into Bond of Bravery. Then I have to trash to security. The Digimon is deleted if I have 1 or more security at the end of my turn. I think this is just need to have in this deck if you're playing Bond of Bravery. Maybe you can cut 1 or 2 because you have the ace card now. Last but not least, we have the option card in this deck. First off, we're playing Flame Memory Boost. It gives Digimon security +1 and has delay effect that gives me 2 memory. I think this card is good, gives a Digimon 1 or more check into the security. The only thing I'm worried about is the cost of this card. I am considering playing Lightning Jaws as well, but this Flame Memory Boost gives me 2 memory, also as a delay effect. That is why I'm keeping it. Next we have a regular memory boost. This is great to reveal top card searching for a red Digimon card, and also gives 2 memory as a delay effect. Nothing more to say here other than a great searcher. Another option card that I'm not really sure about is this tie growing up. I don't know if I need the drawing engine for this, but if I have tie coming in play, you may place one of Agumon at the card at the bottom of the owner's deck to the tree card. And then I trashes the evolution cards of that Agumon. I don't know if I need it. I'm considering changing this to a hybrid, so I can go for the old school hybrid for game. Let me know if you think is this a good addition to the deck or not, or I should change it to a hybrid. And we have 3 of these offense training. It searches top 2 card, and I can grab any red card. That can be also a tamer or option card. Then its delay effect, I can evolve into a red Digimon for its cost, and then I can reduce that cost by 2. Thinking of this and the Bond of Bravery, many times players will choke you to 1 memory, and on that turn you wanted to evolve into Bond of Bravery, but you can't. But if you have this on your field, you can use the effect to evolve into Bond of Bravery for only 1 cost, and then you're still at 0 and still your turn. I'm also thinking about putting it up to 4 just because of reducing of the evolution cost. So this is the deck. What do you think about it? Do you think it has the possibilities to reach the top, or will it once again be in the shadows of the deck Bond of Friendship? What do you say? Share your expertise and knowledge in the comment section below, and lights off.